217 Recovery Podcast.
If you don't make mistakes, you won't learn.
With your host, Cori Winfield.
You know, there was a reason why that didn't work out. And you can look back at it and go, yep, I'm glad that didn't work out how I wanted it, because that would have been horrible.
Got your ass.
It is the 27th of August, 2025. My name's Cori Winfield.
And I'm Cori Smoker.
You are the guest today. Are you excited about that?
Yeah.
Nice. We can talk about some stuff.
I think that's good. It's just us checking in. We're trying to get that podcast out there.
I guess, yeah. That's what we're trying to do. No, I just want to talk about God today. And the open kind of sums it up, my day and how that went today. I would like to thank God for making my plans blow up. Let me rewind the tape here. Okay, so we're going to start a new project. And there's another organization in town, and we're going to start it with them, and we're excited about it. And today was the day we were going to go do some things to start the project. And I was pretty excited. At first, I was bummed because we met early August, and then the date was set for August 27th. And I was like, dang, that's so far away. Can we do it tomorrow? And he's like, no, we'll do it the 27th. Okay. And I thought, you know what? That is actually a good thing, because that gives me time to prepare and just to kind of figure out what stuff we want to do with this project. And so today, 10 o'clock, I'm supposed to meet for the project. And guy I was supposed to meet didn't show up.
Obviously.
Well, it's not obviously, but he didn't show up. And I was like, well, so I waited and I called him. He thought it was at 1. It was from 10 to 1 is when we reserved this place to do our thing. And then there was another person that was supposed to come. And then I waited till 10:30 maybe, if that. And that person never came. So I was like, all right, well, I'm out. And I was crushed. Like, I couldn't even sleep last night. I got 2 hours of sleep because something was weird with my brain. But when it starts going and I start thinking, and then I start thinking about all the stuff I have to do for this project, and then all the stuff I have to do outside of the project, and then family and God and just all the stuff. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. So I could not sleep. I was excited. It's like Christmas morning. Well, it's not quite as good as fantasy football, but I was very excited about it. And so, well,
and the nerves of it.
Yeah, because I've been doubting myself, like, oh, am I good enough to do this stuff? Can we do it? I don't know. And then I'm like, during that time from early August to like late August, August 27th, I had the time to go, no, I do actually know more than I give myself credit for. And I actually fell into that by taking a class. Then I took these classes and I learned all this stuff that I didn't really learn. That's when I was like, okay, maybe I know more than I'm giving myself credit for. So I start to get the confidence, and I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And the most important thing, and I've said this a million times, but if you're starting a podcast or whatever, start putting dates on things. Because if you don't, it becomes, well, I'll do it next week. No, but if you're like, August 27th, we're doing it, you got to do it. Unless you're going to, I was going to say bitch out on yourself, but I don't want to offend people.
Obviously.
But I said it anyway, so if you're offended, whatever.
But I think when you set the date for that goal, or when you're going to do it or have it done by, I think that just gives you the more solidified date of that you're going to show up and do it.
Yeah, it moves it up. Like, it moves your planning, everything in your head. It just moves it up, because like, we're doing it that day. The podcast is the same way we started it. But when it was in treatment, it was like, hey, we get out, let's start a podcast. I'm going to start a podcast. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Blah, 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 blah. And then I get out, and how I work is everything has to be perfect before it takes off the ground. Like, you can't just send a test up there. Nope, it's got to be perfect. I have this. I got the website. I have this, that, everything. And I didn't have any money. I was just coming out of treatment. I didn't have a job. Like, I mean, it was a little difficult. But we did it, and not before I was told that I had disappointed somebody. I went and picked this Ryan guy up and brought him back to the house, and he was in room 217 after we were, but he was still kind of a part of our crew. And he just was like, he jumped in the car and he was like, all right, I want to hear it. And he was all geeked out. I was like, want to hear what? Some Trick Daddy? Like, what are you talking about? He was like, no, your podcast. Oh, we haven't done it. I'm still looking for a website. And he just shot me this look, man. And it's just like, I was like, what? And he's like, dude, I'm so disappointed in you. what are you talking about? You know, like, okay, but it lit the fire under me to go, okay, you know, when we got back to the house, I said, all right, we're starting it Saturday. How about that? We're starting it Saturday. I don't care if I have a website, if I have 3 microphones, we're starting it Saturday. We're doing something Saturday.
Yeah.
And if I didn't do that, we wouldn't have almost 1,000 episodes, to tell you that.
And it's about like,
Obviously.
sometimes I tell you, I'm like, well, it's better than nothing at all. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I'm still learning when I do things or pictures or videos or audio things.
Oh,
That's what we hear.
And I'm practicing.
Yeah, but that's how you learn. You know, now if you keep making the mistakes over and over, then be like, okay, well, maybe you shouldn't do that. You know, like maybe we can move you in a different direction and put you in a different spot. Because everybody's valuable. Like everybody's valuable. Everybody has something that they're good at. And it's just finding that niche or that whatever that you're good at. Like you're a go-getter and you're not afraid to fail. Like maybe you are, but you're going to try it anyway. And if you fail, you're going to be like, damn it, I tried.
Oh, I'll try. And if I'm not that good at it, I'll keep doing it. But because I guess it's a little part for me is kind of like I tell you, Cori, it's like something out there promoting it is better than nothing out there for my little videos that I do. And I just do them because you tell me that it's a better promotion. I hear people say, hey, I seen you. Or then also like on my Facebook, it gets other people that maybe has also doubted my recovery journey or I haven't kept track of or lost contact with, that now all of a sudden they're seeing it and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you. Look how far you come. And it's not about I want any credit like that. It's just showing them like I'm just out here trying to do the next right thing and advocate or promote that I'm having game night.
Yeah, and it might not even be someone you know that sees something. You know, I don't know how you keep your Facebook. Mine, I know like 3 people on there. The rest, I don't.
Well,
I know a couple of people on my Facebook, but I got a lot of people on there, and I don't know a lot of them. But those other people that could come across your stuff that you may not know, but they're like, oh wow, and they come across your story, and they might have a problem, and you could give them hope without even knowing.
Yeah,
you know, that's what it's about, and that's why we do what we do. There was a guy when I was in sober living. His name was Matt, and he I don't know what his deal was. Jealousy's crazy, I guess, but he was like, oh yeah, you. And I'm in. Keep in mind, I'm in sober living. I'm working at Hearthside Grove in Petoskey, which was an RV resort. I was making like, I don't know, $14 an hour. I worked maybe 30 hours a week, or I don't know. I wasn't rich. That's for sure. But he said one day, he was like, yeah, that's going to be your downfall, Winfield. That's when you're going to relapse because all this fortune and fame's going to your head. And we started laughing, me and Ryan and Parker, rest in peace, the guy above me. But anyway, we just start dying laughing, man, because we're like, what are you talking about? You know how much money we've paid for this podcast? Like, it's still like we're not doing this to make money. Maybe one day it's some clips. I've had people reach out and they're like, you have so many episodes. Like, this is insane. Like, you could put this out for years and years and years and not even do another podcast. You could just, I was like, yeah.
But I think even then, you're not doing it to get rich. You would be putting it out there to put back into 217 recovery, whether it's funding a ride or whether it's a meeting space or whether it's somewhere where you could do this podcast live with an audience, bigger people.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's the difference of it. You're just, like you always say, I just want to help people.
I do. And now keep in mind, I want to live comfortable. I'm not going to lie, but I'm going to get rich when I write my movie or finish writing my movie and then shoot it and sell it. Or maybe I'll just keep it and just shoot it, just watch it at my house by myself and never show it to anybody. I could.
Oh, and then it would go big when you pass away.
And Parker can have all the money. I always said if I had money when I was in my active addiction, I would have died a long time ago. Like, I feel bad for rich people. They're people, if you know somebody with money and you're like, oh no, they got everything. No, just pump the brakes, because addiction does not discriminate. It will destroy your life. It doesn't matter if you have money. But to have money, obviously, like me, I ran out of money because then I couldn't keep a job because, well, I was drinking all the time. And I just think that I don't know.
Money changes people, I'll tell you that.
It does, but it's not it's not the, like, yes, we love living comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't even say, I'm not trying to say I'm rich or anything, but like, it's nice to have a wife who's responsible and has taught me, hey, this is how you rebuild your credit. This is how you do, like, all of that falls into it, you know, and some people are like, oh, you got some, well, yeah, well, because of my wife had me fix my credit, I was able to get a credit card that had no interest for a year and a half. You can buy stuff on that one, you know, like, because normally, like, when we use a credit card, we'll pay it right off because we don't want to pay interest, because you start doing that,
you're just always behind.
And then you just pay for a bunch of stuff, and they'll give you cash back points. And I know I might be talking like crazy stuff to someone who is in early recovery and is like, my credit score is like 600. What are you talking about? Trust me, just stick with it. And you can, if you need help, reach out. Cori, Cori, at 217recovery.com. We'll get you in touch with some budgeting or some kind of credit rebuilding process. We'll definitely help you. But that's what people see. They're like, oh, Cori got no camera, or Cori did this. Well, no, Cori had fixed his credit. And then Cori's got it. See, now I got to offload it to another credit card that has a year and a half of no interest. But that's how you do it. You don't pay the interest, and you get the points back. And they're, oh, here's 3% back. That adds up.
But I think it's not even about living comfortable per se, right? It's about, we're just living responsible.
Yeah.
We're a little bit more responsible than when we first got sober, and definitely when we were using.
Right.
I mean, I never had money.
We're not comfortable enough to be like, oh, well, if everything went south, we'd be good for a year. No. It'd be the same. You know, so, but it is nice to look comfortable and to do things. And I like being able to do that for people here, you know, and that's where I think that we can make a difference, because somebody that's doing your job deserves to get paid. You know, like, I see some of these, I know there's one down in Southwest Michigan, they were paying people $12 an hour.
Obviously.
Nobody works there.
But it's, how do you even survive?
But how could you keep anybody good?
Right.
Because if I'm sober and I'm in recovery, I'm doing my thing, I'm not trying to make $12 an hour. Do I want to help some people? Sure. And when I started out, I just talked about I was making $14 an hour up there, but that was like a no pressure job that I could just go to and be a pickle, as our friend Tony said.
But we need that in the beginning. No brainer, no chaos, just a job that's very super easy, but also just takes up busy work for us.
Right, but not at a treatment center, I would say, probably for $12 an hour. But I don't know. I worked at a treatment center when I first not when I first got out of treatment. There was some time in there because I didn't want to work there. We referred to it as the nasty Chinese restaurant. Tell that story in a minute. It's a good one. But with the with that, I knew that it was getting to me, the working there and the way they ran the place. And I said to myself, I can't work here no more. Like, I can't support that mission. Like, that's not helping people. And I want to help people. And so I can't work anymore. But that was my 15th time through treatment. You know, so like I had built up some calluses. I've kind of learned, okay, well, this is what you do here and this is what you do here. But like if someone was just coming in, like, I don't know, that would be scary to me.
Yeah. I don't know. I think also too, it takes a certain individual to work in a treatment center. I did it. I did the women's.
Obviously.
You couldn't pay me enough to go back and do that again.
No. Not $12 an hour.
No.
And that's the problem, you know, and we'll figure it out. But back to this.
Go to the story.
Let's go to the fun story here. And then we got to talk about God for a minute or two. But no, the story about the Chinese restaurant is this treatment center that I went to that I wasn't a big fan of. Obviously, I just mentioned that. And I also mentioned that I worked there. But we were it was some city. And how we got to the city was our friend Tyrone had jumped in the car with Joey, a guy who had lived there at the sober living house that I was managing. And they were like, hey, let's go up to the store, which was right down the road. And they ended up taking him like 40 minutes away to some meeting. And they thought it was hilarious that they like kidnapped him and took him to a meeting. They thought it was great. So Joey gets in the car, and without really even saying anything, we just look at each other and we're like, yep, kidnap. And I don't remember where we went. It was like an hour and a half away. Like, he was so pissed because he was like, I got stuff to do, guys. And we're like, well, I guess the meeting today is what you're doing. And then we went to a Chinese restaurant afterward, and it was gross. And there was this woman who was up at the buffet. She's getting food. That's what they do. You kind of rolled your eyes a little bit like you were disappointed in the story, how it started. So there's a woman at the buffet getting food.
Okay.
And you're going to roll your eyes like something bad happened.
I can only imagine.
Okay. Well, it's exactly what you thought. So we're sitting there, and I think Joey was next to me, or I can't remember who was where, but he notices the woman at the buffet. And apparently the workout that she does on her backside,
okay,
Joey thought it made it look really attractive. So Joey says to us, oh my God, guys, there's something to this. I can't remember exactly word for word, but he said, damn, that girl's ass. We look. Well, meanwhile, the bodybuilder boyfriend was right behind Joey. He was standing there right behind him doing something, and he like looked at Joey, and we were just like, oh boy. Like, let's.
Because he heard that.
Yeah. And it was pretty funny though, because we were just like, oh my God, what'd you say, Joey? Wait, look at what, Joey? You know, because we were all 217'd out, you know. We were like, how awkward can we make this for Joey now? Like,
and he's kidnapped.
Yeah. He can't even run to the car because he doesn't have the keys. It's not his.
Can I ask, did he ever kidnap anybody again?
Mm-mm.
No. Didn't like it being done to him, huh?
No, I guess not. Yeah, he left. He was like, wanted to start the podcast. And you can go back and listen to episodes from then. That would have been 2020, but the 217 app, actually our website does too, but you have to scroll back kind of far. But if you have the 217 app, you can go back pretty easy. But Joey was on some of, I think Punching a Kangaroo was one of them. I think that was the name of the episode, something about punching a kangaroo. You know what that means?
No.
Okay, good. I'm not telling you.
That's great.
Because you're my employee. I can't do that.
That's good. I don't think I could only imagine.
Ask your husband, Jesse. I didn't even know it until I was like, what? And there's, oh, okay. But yeah, go back and listen to that one. Punching the Clown or Punch the Clown, something like that.
Clown or kangaroo?
There's two of them because Chris talked about punching the kangaroo. I think it was the clown, punching the clown.
Guess I think I'm going to go back and listen to it first. Yeah. Will I get, never, I'll just listen to it. Go from there.
Get home.
Put it on while I'm
taking a nice crap.
Cleaning.
Or cleaning.
Let's put it in my ear pod.
How come women don't talk about crapping as much as men do?
I don't know, because it's just crapping. Like, you just go and take a shit and you're out. I mean, I have 4 dogs staring at me.
You take your dogs in the bathroom with you?
They bust the door down. So it's just like, come on. As soon as I get home, I have 4 dogs follow me everywhere.
I have a 1-year-old that does that.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Well, I used to have just a child in the bathroom staring at me too. And then she would get, because now you're stuck on the toilet pooping. And now she's pulling things out of the drawers and the bottom of the cupboards. And
I'm glad we finally got to the bottom of why women don't talk about pooping.
Obviously.
Because they're worried about all the other stuff that's going to go wrong. They got to get in and out.
Yeah. Especially once you become a mom, unless someone else is either home with you, I mean, you can't even trust when they're sleeping.
Does that make women, not stereotyping men by assuming all men take forever in the bathroom, but I got to check my fantasy. I got to, that's stuff I got to do. Check cameras, check drones.
Yeah, that option's kind of obsolete.
Like, women don't do that though.
No, you don't have time.
Huh. But that doesn't make you jealous of men?
No.
Not like, man, he's in there just taking a sweet ass time.
Only once in a while.
Crapping out that porterhouse.
When I'm ready to go, And all of a sudden,
Like go to the bathroom?
no, like leave.
Oh.
Because Jesse's learned some hard lessons. Like he just never, if you're walking out the door and you feel a little feel, you go back.
What happened?
Well, I mean, there's this once upon a time that he was on, I felt so bad for him. He was on these diuretics. And I mean, he was on like,
Sorry. Me and Parker wanted to have a laugh here. Tell me more.
and then it was
You're
like,
funny. You love that part.
Oh, Marty coming in. All right, didn't expect her.
it was
to
like
come in.
5,000 milligrams that he had to take a day. So everything that went in just didn't sustain in the body. So we had we just don't pass up good bathrooms now.
Okay.
Or any bathroom, actually. Especially after we had to break into someone's house we knew. We didn't really break in. We just went in.
Poop.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, we have the crew here. The pooping crew. But I'm glad that you were willing to talk about that today. I did want to talk about God, too. So we go from pooping and women talking about pooping. It's nothing to do with this episode. To God.
Yeah.
And today, I started kind of going into about how my day was thrown off and Scotting him. But everything happens for a reason. And I was disappointed when I left, when I was like, we're not going to do the project or even begin it today. And I'm disappointed. And there was another person that didn't show up or whatever. And I was like, okay, well, I don't know. Maybe I'll email that person later. And figured out, and I was driving back, and I'm just thinking, like, why didn't God want that to happen because it was at a church where we were meeting. And I'm like, why didn't he want that to happen at his church? Like, what's going on? But then I get back here and I start in on doing other stuff that I'm supposed to do. And then the other person comes and then they're like, hey, and they were given the wrong time too. So there was like definitely a time issue thing, and it's just perfect. It happened exactly how I was supposed to, because when that person came, we had this really good conversation for a couple hours, I think.
Yeah.
And I even cried a little bit, but it all goes back to faith and having faith in God. And God's brought me this far. And I'm not going to throw out there, he brought me this far, he's not going to fail me now, because the Lord giveth, the Lord can take it away. And I'm not trying to stay up here trying to say, hey, no, I'm trying to say, though, is that there's a reason that happened, and there's a reason that it's beyond my concept of even knowing of why it happened that way, or why I had to talk to the person that I talked to for so long today. And it was good, and it went better than if we actually would have done the project.
Yeah.
Just for me and my soul, like as a person, like me as a person who likes to do work and projects and stuff, I'd be like, no, I would rather. But for me and my soul, I think I needed that more today.
I think so. Because when you came back, you were very disappointed. You were upset. And I think it's because it's more about just being disappointed that we're hurt, that it didn't happen. Because you have been looking forward to this. Mm-hmm. Even though, and then it's the nerves and all that and the sleeping. And so then all that, it rushes in and it comes to play. And then like you were just saying, you're like, now I'm drained. Now I'm tired. Because it's like all them emotions come in and then they go out. And then it's just like, you're kind of blah after that.
Mm-hmm. Because I wasn't tired until I got back here. And I was just like, oh.
But it's
all
because
the
we
adrenaline
carry
and
all
the
that
excitement is gone. And it's just like,
Yeah.
I felt like I slept 2 hours last night. Oh, wait, I did.
It was like I told you, what can we do? What can we do now? Mm-hmm. And that's why I said, want to do a podcast?
I said, no. Because at that time, I was not ready to do a podcast. But after my conversation with Tony or whatever, it was great. So I was like, yeah, no, it happened the way it was supposed to. I got peeling face going on, which I'm not excited about. I had a facial, not like the movies, like people watch on their phones and stuff, but like a facial, like with acid or something. I don't know what it is. It burns the skin off your face.
From the dermatologist.
Yeah. I didn't look for her license. I should have. But again, that's another reason why maybe it wasn't supposed to be today. Maybe that was God's thing, man. He was like, no, not today. No, you want to, but you're going to wait.
And maybe there's something bigger, right? Coming out of it. We don't know. Or maybe it was just that it was that you needed that talk with that person, in your soul to, just state where you are, because you were also laughing too, which was good for us to hear, because knowing that you were hurt and disappointed when you got back here, and then to hear you guys laughing, and that other person, their laugh is just, you can't help but kind of giggle too.
Yeah, it was good. And so just, if you have those things not go your way, and but this is the biggest day ever, this is the biggest, just pause it, pump the brakes, because you might look back one day and thank God that didn't go that way. Or, we were talking about something, and Mitch was saying his mom was almost at the Walmart here in Traverse City when the stabbing happened, and she needed to go to pick up a prescription or something, but then there was some other stuff that happened and it derailed her, and she ended up going that day. But that's a good thing, even though that day she was pissed because she wanted to go pick up her prescription so that she didn't have to mess with it the next day. But in reality, she's like, woo, I'm glad I had to deal with that other BS. But at the time, she was like pissed. Well,
yeah. And I think most of us, that happens, right? We have a plan.
Especially me. I think your husband's the same way.
This is the plan. And I don't want something diverts me from that plan.
It's the worst thing ever.
But there is, for whatever reason, there's reasons that it happens. I'm not always looking at them reasons right then or thankful. Most of the time I can just kind of carry on and go with the flow, but there's times I get frustrated too. And then I fight it, and then I waste more energy then.
But I'll have, 4 months of 7 years, and I still have not thought about drinking as a way to solve a frustration or an anger or a disappointment or a heartbreak or a loss, whatever. I have not one time has it popped into my brain, hey man, just go get drunk.
Now that's a God thing for sure.
Mm-hmm. Even when Marnie and I had our first fight, and it was a misunderstanding, but like we slept in different rooms that night. Like I was like, and she was like, and I drove to a meeting that was an hour and a half away the next day because I was like, I'm still feeling some kind of way. I need to go hit a meeting. So I did. And it was on my way back. I had 2 meetings. I had AA and then an NA. On the way home, that's when it hit me that, oh my God, dude, you did not one time think about drinking. The old me would have been, oh, this is all your fault. You made me drink because you said this and I did this and it's your fault. But this one was like, no. And then I got back and I was excited and I was like, Marnie, oh my God, like, look, I just realized like I did not want, but early on when you make those, I don't want to, those huge changes, they're monumental. They're huge. And when you can notice that you didn't think about drinking, holy shit. Like,
it's like mind blowing.
It's working. It's like when you start a diet and then 2 months later you jump on the scale and you lost 20 pounds. Like, shit, it's working.
Yeah.
You don't see it every day.
No.
But it's working, and you're eating healthier, like if you're eating ice cream every day and nachos and French fries or whatever, what do you think's going to happen? But if you're being responsible, I say responsible, but if you're just eating healthy, chicken, some broccoli.
If you're putting in that little effort of work into it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's everything that we do in life. Recovery, being in shape, eating a better, and sometimes eating a different diet. It might not all be about just to lose weight or this. It might be about because some foods affect me a certain way, or I break out in a reaction when I eat. I think people like when people eat bread or they eat certain type of nuts, like peanut butter. Oh, that went the wrong way. Anyways, sometimes they assume all Black people are from African America. God just sometimes changes my words around.
And that's how you know you're special.
Yep. I'm not perfect. I just got to practice every day.
My favorite drop, one of them. but I had to hit it sparingly.
Yeah.
And make sure I'm deep into the episode so people understand us.
Yeah. I won't ever live that one down.
I think you have to explain it every time, don't you? Or don't you? Do you or don't you?
I don't want to. Nope.
Go back. There's the episode with the explanation.
I'm just blaming it on Marnie. She left me solo out there.
I think she went to go change Parker in the bedroom, and then you were out there and just got to going.
I was trying to explain this training that we were at.
And I was like being like, I don't know, not very friendly. Or I was like trying to be, I don't know what I was trying to do. I was trying to be something, I'm sure.
As he's the one that got to sit there all day with Jesse and Parker and have fun. And me and Marnie have to go and put on our face in 217 recovery and eat this crappy cafeteria food.
That was in Lansing or something, wasn't it?
I have no idea where this was.
No, it was Jackson. Didn't we do
yeah, because then we did the escape room.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah. It was. We got out. Thanks to Marnie, I think, and everybody else. I didn't do anything. First couple minutes, I'm like, oh, I can do this. I'm like, oh my God, this is...
The first couple minutes, it was dark, and then Parker starts crying. Or like, I don't know. That was fun, but it's a lot.
Yeah.
Look for this over here and this hole in the wall and then this. And I don't know how to read between the lines sometimes.
We should have started hitting the clue button right from the start.
Yeah.
All right, what's next? What's next? What's next? Because some of that stuff was like, we're looking all over dumb stuff. No, but
we did it.
And we have fun. That part was fun. And that's what I hope you take away from this podcast is sometimes you might not think you're having a good time, but really on the other end, you are. You just don't know it yet.
I like something that you said today. You said, why am I not having a good day? Maybe I am, and I just don't know it.
Yeah, I did say that, didn't I? Because it could be a lot worse. I guarantee you there's millions of people out there right now that would trade places with me in a heartbeat right now at this very minute. And I know that, and I appreciate it. And I have health, and I appreciate all the stuff that God's done for me and that he allowed me to make it through the addiction to alcohol and to have an actual life and to be married and to have a son. And it's pretty cool. So God, thank you. Because I couldn't have done it without God.
No, me neither. And just like all the stuff that has happened over my time in sobriety, 10 and a half years, it's just, if I didn't have God, I definitely probably wouldn't be here right now either. And right now I'm kind of going through this whole really trying to lean into my God of my understanding and rely on him to, I don't know, kind of show me some relief or guidance on, I mean, my daughter's going to be 18 in less than 30 days. And I'm in the process of kind of writing a blog about this, about how, you know, I've been saying for all these years, almost 18 years, I've been saying I can't wait until she's 18 and I'm free and I'm going to do what I want. And now I'm just, honestly, the more and more, I'm fucking scared.
For her or for you?
All above.
Just all you know is you have a scared feeling.
Yeah, because I definitely can't save her or protect her. I have to let her go fully.
Or you could buy some chains. Or you don't have a basement yet.
Then
you need to buy some shovels.
I'm not trying to get kidnapping.
With your kid? I don't think you... Oh, yeah, you can. Kidnap your kid. Huh? She's not 18 yet. Well, officer, when I put the chains on her, she was 17.
Yeah.
I lost the key. Oops.
Yeah.
Well, the scared thing is something that I definitely can relate to, but that'll have to be saved for another episode. But God, thank you. I know you're listening because you're a big fan. But thank you for everything you've done in my life and the way it's turned around. So thank you, Lord. I give you the credit.
Me too. Thanks for another day of sobriety.
And until next time.
Peace out.
Take care of yourself.
Thanks for listening to the 217 Recovery Podcast. Listen to over 900 episodes on the 217 Recovery app that's free in your app store or online at 217recovery.com.